Hello everyone, so I'm just starting the other camera on Zoom. Have we got anyone watching yet? No, not yet. Right. Hello Marina, how are we doing? Hello. Hello. You're the first up. You're the first up tonight.
Of course.
Dedication, that's what I like to see. And I'm inside today. I'm inside. It's been beautiful weather the last few weeks, but today I had to come in.
Yes. Well, it's raining here.
Indeed. Well, it is here, but of course, people on Facebook, hello, someone's joined us on Facebook. People on Facebook might not know it's raining where we are. So we're inside this week. I think Martin's arrived. Hang on a second.
Hello.
Hello, Martin has arrived. Good to see you. We just wait to see if any others turn up and then we'll get started. We're recapping Knife. I'm flitting from screen to screen. So recapping Knife today. I'm going to go over the techniques. Jill's on. Jill, it's the same as last week's. So the code is the same as last week's, if you can hear me. Which is... Oh, Jill's waiting to join. Fantastic. She answered. So Emily's not joining this week. Hello, Jill. Oh, Jill's outside.
Yes.
Braving the weather. You're on the side, Jill, for some reason. You're this way round.
Oh, that is weird.
And when she turn your head sideways and say she feels normal.
Everyone's going to do the class this way because Jill's camera's the other way round. And now I can't work out whether she's frozen or what's going on. Right, okay, I'm going to get started. Other apprentices may join. Martin's our only apprentice in at the moment. Number one apprentice, Martin.
Suck it, Emily.
Emily's not even turning up tonight, so there we go. Right, so sorry about the slight glare on the screen. Gwil is coming. We're inside today, so I've got fluorescent strip here, and it's a little bit awkward. Now, this week we're going to do a little bit of footwork, so I may have to adjust the camera slightly. So hopefully you can see my feet. Last week we did some drills with knives. We're going to do a similar thing today. Hello, Gwil. We're going to do a similar thing today. We're going to use the techniques that we did last week. So I'm going to recap them very briefly. And then we're going to use the same drills, but we're going to put some footwork in. If you're unfamiliar with stage combat terminology and the footwork that we do, don't worry, I'll break it down and explain it. But next week we're actually going to be starting on sword technique, and I'm going to be looking at footwork to start with. Anyway, so the drills that we did last week, we've got our knife. I'm not sure what implements you guys have. Just disclaimer purposes, please. Oh, we've got Mike joining from the States. Please just use something blunt. It can be a wooden spoon. It can be a practice blade. If you've got something like this, it's completely blunt. Hello, Mike. Mike is joining us from the States. Good to see you again. Please do not use an actual knife. You could hurt yourself. And of course, disclaimer purposes, I just want to say that. So we're just going to briefly go through what we did last week. If this is new to you and you're having trouble keeping up, don't worry. You can watch it back later and just try and pick up what we're doing when we move on to the new stuff. So the first drill, which was the basic drill, don't mind which foot you have forward for the purposes of this. We're going to go through our 8 counts in a standard grip, so the blade comes out through the thumb. So we're here, number 1 strike is coming diagonally through. Number 2 strike is coming back on the opposite. Number 3 strike is going horizontal, and that can be to any target, stomach or throat. Number 4 strike is diagonal up. Sorry, number 5 strike is diagonal up, can't count.
Well done.
Number 6 is diagonal the opposite way. Number 7, I'm just going to wind up the movement and it comes on the vertical straight down on my left side, my opponent's right, and it comes up with the blade pointing forward. So as it comes down, as we cut, it comes back to here. And then I'm going to come for the other side, which is my 8. I'm going to do a slight wind up again, and it cuts straight down once more and coming back to an offensive position. Okay, so we just go through that once more.
2.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, wind it up, 7, wind it up, 8. We're now going to add this standard grip steel, but we're going to add it with the stab first of all going into a cut. So we're stabbing, the numbers remain the same. So it's 1, turn the blade, cut. 2, turn the blade, cut. 3, reaching around for the kidneys, turn, cut. 4, turn, cut. 5 is coming up underneath the rib cage. So 5, turn, cut. 6, turn, cut. 7, turn, cut. Bringing it round. 8, turn, cut. Good. Now we're going to switch to military grip. We did this last week, so if you missed it, changing from standard grip to military grip, watch last week's video to pick that up. For now, if you need to, just turn it around. Make sure the cutting edge of the blade is facing away. It's on your finger knuckles. It's not facing into your forearm. So we're this way round. Same numbering. So we're cutting in on the 1, on the 2, on the 3, on the 4, on the 5, on the 6, nice and high for the 7, coming back to here, coming round, nice and high for the 8. And we're going to finish the 8 off in our belly button, so it comes to here. So as I cut down, I'm bringing it into myself here. And that's because of the technique which we're going to be doing in a minute. Okay? The 4th. So we're still in military, we're repeating what we've just done. If you just joined us on Facebook, we're just recapping what we did last week. So if I'm moving quite quickly, don't worry, it's just because it's a recap. So we're going to go through these 8 again. It's a cut, but each cut finishes off with a stab to either here or here, depending which side you're on. So our number 1 comes down, and then we stab. So it goes in and out. Number 2, we turn the blade, comes down, stab in and out. Number 3, a horizontal. Again, I'm going for waist, but it can be throat as well. Number 3, I'm lifting up, stab into the neck again. Dropping. Number 4, stab. Dropping the arm down for number 5, coming up diagonally, stab. Coming up on the 6, stab. On the 7, it comes down, all the way around, and rather than finishing, a stab. So this is the only one that stabs on the same side that you've done the cut on. Bringing it down, nice and high, coming down, bring it round, and stab. To help that stab, just lean out slightly, stabbing straight in. There's one more of these drills which we didn't do last week, so I'll just do it quickly now, so it shouldn't take too much because it's the same numbering, same technique. We're still in military grip here. This time, instead of trying to cut it, we're coming straight in with the stab and coming straight down. So the idea being is I'd hit with the tip of the blade and I'd be cutting through using the tip of the blade. So the number 1 comes straight down here on the diagonal. Number 2, straight down. Number 3, coming straight across. Number 4, straight across. Number 5, coming up. Number 6, coming up. Number 7, coming straight down to here. Number 8, coming straight down. Now with this type of blade, it's not overly practical because you've got a blunt edge here, but if you've got a double-edged knife or dagger, then that sharp edge down the bottom as it comes in, it will help tear through the flesh as well. Like Mike has got there, covered in blood. We're not going to ask any questions on that, Mike. Okay, so we do that final 8 once more. So we have, same numbering, 1, 2, 3, 4, coming up, 5, 6, straight down, 7, 7, finishing here, sorry, then round 8. So we're just stabbing straight in. Everyone okay on Zoom with that? Everyone good?
Yes.
Fantastic. Everyone on Facebook okay? Give me a thumbs up on Facebook if you're good. Amy, good to see you. She loves some knife fighting. Any kind of fighting, Amy, surely, any kind. Right, so we're going to switch back to our standard grip. We're now going to put some footwork into this. So bear with me. Just I'm going to angle some cameras. You may not see my face. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I want you to see my feet. Bear with me a second. Zoomers, I'm just lowering you. And Facebookers to here. Right, so hopefully you can see my feet. So,
Yes.
fantastic. So we're going to start off facing our forward, but this is for multiple attackers. So on each attack, we're going to be turning. We're going to do 2 attacks on each side. We're going to start with the demi-volte. So I'm demi-volteing to the right. So I'm going to take my left foot, I'm going to turn it, or take it to the side, and then I'm going to twist. So I'm now facing my left. I'm now facing the opposite side. Just going to lift this up slightly. So we're here. I'm going to turn, and at this point, as I turn, I'm going to bring the knife down on that 1. So I'm doing that diagonal cut straight down. And then as I lift for my 2, I'm then going to do an advance and a cut straight down again. So that first cut, as I demi-volte and the first cut comes through, this is basically to try and get my opponent away. This is a scare-off tactic. When I put the advance in with the cut, that's where the hopeful attack or kill will come. I'm just going to move this camera a little bit further back. So I hope you give me a little bit more space and room. Yes.
That's better.
That's a bit better. I'll lift the camera a little bit. It'd be nice if you can see my face.
No.
I'd have thought. No? Real good. Right, okay. So, hopefully you can see what's going on now. So, we're starting off. We're going to demi-volte to our right. So, I'm going to take the left foot across and I'm cutting straight down. I'm then going to take an advance, cutting on my 2. Okay, we all good? I'm now going to go for my 3 and 4. I've got an attacker coming from the front here, okay? So I'm going to demi-volte to my left. So I'm going to take my right foot back and across and turn. As I turn, I'm going to cut on my 3. And then I'm going to pass forward. So I'm going to take my back foot forward, cutting on my 4. We all good there? Anyone on Zoom, if you've got any questions, I'm quite far away from the camera, but the apprentices are there and they'll be able to help out. I think Philip's there as well, but for some reason I can't see him and he's muted. Yeah. But we can but hope. Anyway, so let's go from the top again. So a 1 and 2, we demi-volte to the right with a 1 and a 2. I'm then going to demi-volte to the left on my 3, passing forward to my 4. Okay? We do that once more. So we demi-volte on the 1, advance on the 2. I'm then going to pass, demi-volte the opposite way with my 3. And I'm going to pass forward with my 4. We all good here? Yeah?
Yes.
Once more, fantastic. Thumbs up on Facebook if you're okay. Okay, so again, starting from the top, we demi-volte with a 1, advance with a 2. Demi-volte back on the 3, passing forward on the 4. Okay, we've now got an attacker behind. We're just moving back here so you can see my feet. What I'm going to do here on the 5 and the 6 is I'm going to do a 180 turn. So I'm going to bring my foot to my right side of my right foot. So as I'm here, I'm going to bring it in to turn me round, and then I'm going to step back on my left foot. That becomes one movement to here. Yeah? To break it down, you bring your feet in together, keep your knees bent, and then you're going to step back. As you do that, you're coming into here. As you step back, you're going to do your 5. So you're diagonal up, open to close. Dropping the knife, you're going to advance to your 6. Yeah, let's do that once more. So I'm facing this way.
Which way are you turning in again? Is it over left or right shoulder?
I'm turning over my, so I'm facing this way, aren't I? I'm turning over my left shoulder.
Sweet.
So turn over your left shoulder. So we're facing this way. We bring the foot in. We take the left foot back as we come up with the 5. And I'm then going to advance with my 6. So this first one's the hardest because we're just putting the footwork in, but the footwork remains the same for all of the drills, so it starts to get a little bit easier. So let's go from the top once more. So we're on our fighting stance. Always look before you attack as well. There's no point me just doing this and then seeing the attacker last minute. For stage combat purposes, we all know eye contact is vital, so I need to know where my opponent is. So I'm going to turn, I look, I see them, and then going to drop that foot to the side. Oh, wrong attack, sorry. I'm going to drop my foot to the side on my strike of 1, advance on my 2. Demi-volte in the opposite way, I'm going to cut on my 3, pass step forward on my 4. I'm just realigning myself slightly. I'm then going to bring my left foot to turn me, looking over my left shoulder, step back as I cut 5, advance and cut 6. Let's do that once more. Everyone good? Give me the thumbs up on Facebook if that makes sense. Anyone on Facebook? Anyone on Zoom? All good on Zoom? You good, Jill? Good, Marina? Good, Morgan? Good, fantastic. Excellent. Right, okay, let's just do that once more, then we'll do the final 2. So in our fighting stance here, we're going to look. 1, advance 2, step back 3, passing step forward 4, come together, step back 5, advance 6. This time we're going to demi-volte again, so I'm going to look on this direction. So I'm going to demi-volte to the right, so I'm going to take my left foot, pass it across, turn in, I'm going to strike down on my 7, I'm going to then bring it to the opposite side, and I'm going to advance on my 8. I'm going to bring it into here. Yeah, bring it into your stomach. Boom. Yeah, so it's the butt of the knife going into your own stomach, obviously, not the tip. Yeah, I'll do that one again. So we're here. Can you all see my feet? I think you can. Good, good. So we're in this position here. Demi-volte to the right. I bring the blade over. I'm going to cut onto my 7. I'm then going to advance. I'm going to drop, cut for my 7. Yeah, do that one once more. So we're here. Demi-volte. As I demi-volte, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring the knife down ready, so my 7 has full momentum and full power. Yeah. If I just come across and slash here, there's not much energy behind it. But if when I turn, I've already brought it down, that strike is a lot stronger. I then prep, and as I strike, that's when I step forward. We all good? Thumbs up again. Brilliant. Lovely to hear it. Let's put all 8 together, nice and slow. So, we're in this position here. Demi-volte, 1, advance, 2, demi-volte, 3, passing step, 4, 180 turn, 5, advance, 6, demi-volte, 7, 8 with the advance. Let's do that once more. So now we're thinking about not only on knife, we're also starting to put footwork in. It can start to get a little bit confusing, but like I always say, if you're having trouble, don't worry about it. Use this video, it will go onto Facebook afterwards, so you can just keep revisiting and you can perfect the techniques. Marina, you did it a few weeks ago, lovely to see you practicing. If anyone hasn't seen it, Phil did some beautiful staff work, which he shared on Insta last week, I think it was. So keep practicing, keep these techniques. Don't just do the class and then forget about it. Keep practicing the techniques every day. Okay, so all my floorings coming up, bad workmanship. Here we go. Right, from the top. Demi-volte, 1. Advance, 2. Demi-volte, 3. Passing step, 4. 180 turn, 5. Advance, 6. Demi-volte, 7. Advance, 8. So that's our first drill with footwork. That's our first drill with footwork. The footwork is going to be the same, but we're going to apply it to all of the drills that we did last week as well. So this time, same footwork, same pattern, same grip, but after, but instead of cutting, sorry, we're actually going to stab and then we're going to turn. Okay, so there's 2 moves to each attack. So as we did with our recap, on this one it's a stab, turn, pull, stab, turn, pull, and so on. Okay, footwork is the same though. So, I'm looking, demi-volte, stab, twist, pull. Advance, and you can use your left hand here to make this stronger. So as I advance, pushing it in, twist, pull. Okay, let's do that once more. So we have, look over the left, demi-volte, stab, twist, pull, stab, twist, pull on the 2. I'm going to move on. I'm going to demi-volte to the left, so I'm moving my right foot back and across. This time we're going for the kidneys. Stab, twist, pull, step forward on a passing step, and as you step, bang, the stab comes in, turn, pull. Well done. We're moving quite quickly, but time is of essence and there's a lot to do, so I'm going to carry on. So from the top again. So facing the front, we look. On the 1, stab, twist, pull. On the 2, stab, twist, pull. Look over your right shoulder. Demi-volte, stab, twist, pull. Passing step, stab, twist, pull. Now we're going to do, and just realign himself on the camera. Now we're just going to do the 180 turn. So the same thing, but this time, because there's 2 movements to it, as you turn, I want the stab to happen as your feet are together. So as you're on this point here. Just realise I'm just showing my butts to the world on Facebook. So as we turn, we stab, and then as we step back, we twist and cut. I'll do that once more for you. So we're here. We're going to stab, twist and pull. And then we have the advance with the stab, twist and pull through. Yeah, I'll do that once more. So we're here, look all the way round. Stab, twist and pull as we step back. Advance, stab, twist and pull. Last one with demi-volte to the right again, so I'm going to move my left leg here. Oh sorry, that should have been on the upwards, my bad. Sorry, let's do that again, I did the wrong attack, that should have been on the 5 and 6. So moving backwards, we're going to do the 180 turn. Was that a question?
I said, we had a back turn, so we couldn't see you doing it wrong.
You didn't know what I was doing. I was doing it wrong, I'm honest. Okay, so it's the 5 and 6 attacks, it's the diagonal up. On this diagonal up, the idea is you want to get this knife up underneath into behind the rib cage. The attack is actually coming in and through, and then you're twisting and then slicing up afterwards, okay? It's not about hitting the surface. The idea behind it is it goes in to hopefully puncture the lung, okay? Obviously stage combat purposes, not, but reality is important you understand what it is you're doing. Okay, so let's start from the top of this drill. So, facing the front, turn to the left, stab on the 1, slice, advance, stab on the 2, slice, demi-volte, stab on the 3, slice, passing step, stab on the 4, slice, 180 turn, stab up, step back and slice diagonally up, advance, stab up, slice diagonally up. The fourth one here, we're going to look over our left shoulder, we're going to demi-volte, okay. We're going to bring the knife all the way round. We're going to stab, so it comes all the way through. Stab, turn the knife, cut through. We're going to bring the knife nice and high, stab onto the 8, sorry, should be an advance there, stab on the 8, twist, cut down. So I'll do that last one again. 7 and 8 are always the most confusing with this. So as we're here, we demi-volte, we stab, turn, pull. We're twisting it through, I'm advancing, stab, twist, pull. We're aiming, just so you can see, for this soft tissue here. That's where the idea is, the blade is going into this point.
After the cut on the 7,
Sorry?
do not be stab, twist, pull, hit.
Show that to me again, Martin.
So you stab,
Yeah.
twist, pull, back to this pose.
Yes.
Before coming round.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, Martin's just corrected me. So on the 7, once we've done that stab, twist, pull, that's our finishing point. So just as before, we should always finish here. On the advance, I'm dropping, stab, twist, pull. Okay, so let's do that from the top. So we're here. Look over our left. 1, through. 2, through. 3, through. 4, through. 5, through. 6, through. 7, through. 8, through. We do that once more. We look. 1, through. 2, through. 3, through. 4, through. 5, through. 6, through. 7, through. 8, through. We all good with that one? Thumbs up on Facebook if you're coping. Always practice, Amy. Always practice. Good, right, okay, everyone good on Zoom as well, fantastic. So, we're now going to switch to drill 3. So we're in our military grip. Blade comes out of the little finger side of the hand. Sharp edge, if you've got a 1-edged blade, is pointing towards the fingers, not towards the wrist. Okay, so, is that a question, Marina?
Let's bring your knife down a bit. We couldn't see it because it was way up here.
Oh, sorry, so we're here. There we go. Okay, so, again, same routine. So everything is the same apart from the grip and apart from potential application, but the footwork is the same, okay? So we're here. Look over the left. I'm going to go straight through all 8, see if you can keep up. Okay, so I'm going to look, cut, step in, cut in the opposite direction. Demi-volte, cut on your 3, pass forward, cut on your 4. Turning here, we're going to cut on our 5, straight up, diagonally, advance onto the 6. Look here. 7, coming straight down to here. We're going to bring the knife across to here. And this is, as soon as this cut happens, we're bringing it into our hand. I'm going to place my left hand kind of just on my floater ribs here, and it hits into my own palm. That way, if we want to, bang, we can do an extra strike at the end. For the purposes of this drill, we're not, but we're primed, ready to go. Okay? So let's do that again. Facing the front. We look over our left, cut, advance with a 2, demi-volte with a 3, single passing step with a 4, 180 turn with a 5, I think I've gone out of shot here, sorry if I have, advance on your 6, Hopefully I'm back in shot. And our 6 here. 7, we're going to look over our shoulder and cut straight down to here. Okay, so our blade is here. And then advance 8. Okay, we'll do once more on that drill. Because there's a couple of things I want to do. We've only got about 10 minutes left, so I want to make sure we get through it. So, once more, we look over our left. Diagonal 1, advance 2, demi-volte 3, single pass 4, 180 turn 5, advance 6, demi-volte 7, advance 8. So we've got the knife here. Have we got that drill? Do we think we can work with that? Yeah, we can look over that, pick it up, work on it during the week. Oh, that's my alarm, so I've got 10 minutes. If any of you practice this, please send your videos in. Marina's done it, Phil did it the other week, everyone else. Practice this, send your videos in so we can see how you're doing. Okay, last drill that I'm going to do. Or last drill of this style anyway. Okay, so this time it's our number 4 drill, which means it's, what am I doing? It means it's a cut and a stab. Okay, so you're going cut, stab, across, stab, and so forth. Yeah, with the feet at the same time. So same patterning with the feet. So you're going to look over the left. We're going to cut 1, stabbing 2. Advance, cut 2, stab 1. We're now going to demi-volte to the left, so we're going to bring this across. We're going to cut 3, stab 4. Oh, sorry. Stab 2. Made this mistake last week. Pass forward. We're going to cut 4, stab 1. So the stabs are always happening here and here. Let's do those 4 to start with again. So we're going to look. We're going to cut 1, stab 2. Advance as we cut 2, stab 1. Demi-volte. Cut 3. Cut 3. Stab 2. Pass forward on a cut 4. Stab 1. We good so far? Moving on. We're going to do the 180 turn. So as we get to this point here, as I take my left foot back, I cut 5, stab 2, drop the knife, advance, cut 6, stab 1. Then I'm going to demi-volte again. So I demi-volte, I'm going to cut 7, stab 2. Bringing the knife down here. I'm going to cut 8, and at this point just have a little lean out to your right to help with your stab of 1. Yeah? So the stabs always alternating between 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 2 and 1. So it goes 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 on the stabs. Let's do that once more. Okay. We're our fighting stance here, military grip. We're going to look. Cut 1, stab 2. Advance, cut 2, stab 1. Demi-volte to the left, cut 3, stab 2. Single pass forward, cut 4, stab 1. 180 turn, cut 5, stab 2. Advance, cut 6, stab 1. Demi-volte, cut 7, stab 2. Advance, cut 8, stab 1. That's probably the most complicated one of all. How did you cope on Zoom? You all good?
Yes.
Yeah? A little bit dodgy, that one. That one's quite hard. Are we all good? I've got some lovely viewers here, some old friends. Let's wave to them. Graham, how are you doing? Thanks for these pictures. Fantastic. Right, okay. Let's just do that one once more. then we're going to finish off very briefly, so we've only got about 4 minutes before Zoom will cut me off. So let's just do that one once more to start with. So I'm going to look over my left. I look, step, cut 1, stab 2. On the advance, cut 2, stab 1. Demi-volte left, cut 3, stab 2. Single pass forward, cut 4, stab 1. 180 turn, cut 5, stab 2. Advance, cut 6, stab 1. Demi-volte, cut 7, stab 2. Advance, cut 8, stab 1. We all good with that? Fantastic. So they are the drills that we did last week, but now we're moving them and we've got that foot patterning. The foot patterning is exactly the same on all of them. So work on that, get that nice and fluid, send in some videos so I can see, you can't see me down on Zoom, send me in some videos so I can see how you're doing with that. Okay, so I'm just going to lift this camera slightly to finish off with. Slightly different drill, okay? Let me just make sure I've got this right. Stab 2, reverse 4, that's it, cool. Okay, so now we're going to look at applying this to an actual fight, but obviously we don't have a partner, okay? So it could be a punch or it could be a stab coming in for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an inside block using my left hand. Don't ever grab, always a palm, okay? I'm going to step to the side, and as I step to the side, I'm going to palm, okay? As I do that, I'm going to keep the knife nice and close, okay? So it comes in, so I'm here. So I'm feeding my knife through. The reason I keep it in close is if I leave it out, I'm going to cut my own arm. So I'm going to step to the side, and I'm going to bring the knife through. I'm kind of in a cat stance, so my right foot is coming up to my left, okay? So the first move is here. So I've blocked, I prep my knife, and I'm going to do a stab of 2. I'm then going to replace, so I'm going to drop my foot back, and as I do that, I'm turning the knife, and I'm cutting my 4. I'm now going to go for a stab of 1 into here, again just pulling this one in slightly here, and then stepping through. Now this, depending on where your assailant is, I'd probably take a little step forward in order to reduce that gap, and I'm going to finish off, open out across here on a 3. Boom, straight away across. So when you put that together, you have there, and make this one movement, so it's that. Okay, I've got about 2 minutes, so we just work on this one. So we're coming through and we stab. So that's our first move. Through and stab. Place and pull across. So I'm opening up on the 4, stabbing in on the 1, then pulling through again on the 3. So we've got attack here, attack here, attack here, and attack here. So once more, just do it once more and then I'll say goodbye to you all. Okay, so we're here. First move into this point here. So we've done stab 1, cut across on your 4, stab 1 here, and then cut across on your 3. Once more. 2, 4, 1, 3. And again we have 2, 4, 1, 3. Okay, that's all I've got time for because Zoom is literally about to cut out. So I'm just going to say goodbye to everyone on Zoom. Thanks for joining us again, Mike. Lovely to see you. We need to talk about stuff. Yes, exactly. Hope you're all well. Join me next week. We're going to start on some sword technique next week. But I am going to post, when I get time around to it, I am going to be posting some more knife drills on the YouTube as well. So start joining Fight Right on YouTube. You guys on Zoom, follow me anyway on Facebook, which is great. Thank you for joining us once again, and I'll see you next week. Cheers, guys. See you later. Everyone on Facebook, thank you for joining. I hope you found that useful. This week we crammed a lot, so much into this one class. So thank you very much for joining and keeping up. I hope you did keep up. There was a lot of stuff, a lot of technique to work on. Oh, that's my timer. We had a lot of stuff to get through. Oh, dearie me. Sorry, too many technical things on the go. We had a lot to get through. I'm going to put some more knife drills, like I say, on the YouTube channel, which hasn't got anything on at the moment. I'm going to start to add content. So in the meantime, just keep following me on Facebook. Give me some thumbs up. Share it, please. The more people we get watching, the more I enjoy it. I'm an extrovert. I love performing to the crowd. So share it, like it. Don't do a thumbs down. We don't like those. Give us some of those. And I'll see you next week. Thank you very much. See you later.